We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Go! 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up... Second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the run, it's Fournette. Room to run inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. this. 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
He's got daylight. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Bart, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
2
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, man, watch the boot,
Mariota now. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 33 yards that time. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Mariota on 1st down. Run it left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
One. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown. On it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Mariota. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw Mariota. The open man is Smith. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Mariota now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
36 to Mike. He's scared. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go, B. Big series. One.
From the gun, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 20. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Fournette. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, flag 22. Go, Jack, let's go. We got this, we got this. Check 99, check 99. Wait. Johnny. 52's the mic, boy. Wait. Hey, tighten down. There you go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Easy.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Jaguars 21, Titans 16. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch Charlie. 36 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? To throw is Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Follow. Easy. 55. Let's go. To
try again after the sack. Winston. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
3rd and long for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal, Winston. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready. 280. I'm coming for you. You flip. Jump.
Fournette, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
52's the mic right here.
From the gun, Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He gets away from 1. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Following the interception here, Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Mike 50. Rip right. One. Check 37.
A first down throw for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D. Wait. Let's go, D. Tighten up. He's checking. Crash. Undercut. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Ready. Flag 25. Clean, triple team.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's hit, boy.
Ready. Flag 25.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Here we go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And able to find Conley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Again, it's Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Winston on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Room here to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Titans 27. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. A win would be their first of the young season. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lewis here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Mariota. Looking for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. But they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, stop.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Jaguars, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.